I feel like the people fundamentally, who we're hiring, how we're hiring, and what we're looking for in them has changed. I'd love to kind of get your takes on it. Steve, I'll start with you and I'll work my way down.
I think one of the things that we need to embrace as an industry, the difference between our perspective and the customer's perspective. When should retention begin? It should begin before the sale and continue throughout the customer's ownership journey together. The problem our industry has, our great industry, I think we're doing a lot of things well.
Yes, I agree.
But I think that we still have some missing pieces, is that sales and service are treated like two separate companies under one roof. We all know that, right? We smile, we giggle at it, we chuckle at it, but it's a problem because the customer feels that too. When a customer traditionally buys a car from a dealership, there is no introduction to service. After they buy the car, it feels like, okay, transaction and therefore relationship is over, and then somebody else picks up the pieces somewhere else down the way.
100%.
We can refine the hell out of all the sales processes and all of the service processes, but until we fix the gap in between the two, we'll never really realize that total customer ownership journey, because that includes, or should include, before, during, and after the sale to the customer as one continuous experience, not separate pieces.
That's a great point. Erin?
Yeah, and it's not unique to just the in-person experience. It's the online experience as well. I think of how many websites are designed and the content is added. And then you say, hey, what about fixed ops? And the marketing manager goes, I better get a hold of the
Becomes a
service
footnote.
manager. If you are a service manager and you are not heavily involved in managing the content for your department on your website, you're missing out. It does a lot of things. It not only, of course, informs the customer, let them schedule online, but give them the FAQs. What are those things your customers are calling and asking about? Pull your service writers. They'll tell you, these are the questions I've answered 5 times this week. Get it on your website. It arms your service BDC with the answers that they need so that they don't have to interrupt the service writer. All of this is designed to help the people, to arm the people with the information they need. Let your service writers help your customers and upsell. That's their job. And let your website answer some of those questions. Let your service BDC schedule the next appointment, confirm appointments. It's really empowering people to do the job that they need to do, but fixed ops gets forgotten so often.
Well, it's very true. I mean, I think about from the website perspective, as you were saying this, I was thinking, I mean, for the department that generates, a tremendous amount of the profitability, and sometimes can cover the entire expense of a dealership, but then I'm thinking about the real estate that's actually allocated to that on the website. There's
Nothing on the homepage.
Yeah, there's 500 or 600 pages. And
Customers
4 or 5
see and
dedicated
feel
service.
that. They see and feel that.
I actually agree with you. I think that they can feel that. All right, we're going to go down this rabbit hole a little more, but I want to get Michael's perspective on how do you think that the people have changed? Is it the same type of BDC before the pandemic? Is it changed?
No, the whole thing's it's like flipped upside down.
Okay, it's all good.
And I can tell you because the best part about where I work, I think, is the longevity of the people who've worked there. My dealer has been open for like 36, 37 years. Some of the service people came with the store. My general sales manager has been there 25 years. My desk managers have been there 20 years. When the pandemic first started, we closed for 3 days, literally only 3 days. So there was nobody there for 3 days. And we opened back up April 1st, and it was just the managers. And I can tell you that my general sales manager was not prepared to do business the way we ended up doing it. We sold 97 cars that month, April, without a salesperson.
Yes.
And we did all those deals via text message, via the internet, via any form of communication that wouldn't require somebody to be physically at the store. People were sending me pictures, and I'm still doing it now. People send us pictures of their license, front and back. I have them getting insurance. They're emailing me the binder. This is like, my general sales manager's never conducted business this way. But credit to him, he saw and knew what was going on and said, we have to pivot. We have to make this change and do business this way, maybe now forever. And he, credit to him, like I said, it was harder for him to come to that realization. And you know, if we didn't do it that way, would we have sold 97 cars that month? I seriously doubt it. And you know, in the months moving forward, we ended up bringing salespeople, like 2 salespeople back in June. I mean, I was worked pretty hard that first month of April, and I told my general manager, I'm like, I can't do this again. You know, like, I mean, I'm talking to hundreds of people.
Yes.
And it was hard, and luckily he listened to me, and we hired, you know, somebody just like me to work and with me in the internet department. We didn't bring back another salesperson. We brought somebody back for the internet. And we're able to, you know, dig ourselves out of like kind of like a hole, but a good hole, and you know, selling 97 cars is better than selling 0, which we ultimately could have done that. And I don't know, maybe some other dealers did because we were pretty busy. I just feel like that was a big change for us, and it was something I think we handled pretty well, considering. And yeah, I think from that the whole thing's changed.
Yeah, the
whole
people
thing's
definitely changed. And I think because we've seen what we can do with less, I think our processes are tightening up. I think our communication efforts are tightening up.
Thanks for tuning in to the Matador Yachtcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to check out the full podcast library at matador.ai to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.